you recently got out, but what exactly was the situation that led to you guys getting locked up that one time and you ended up having to stay in jail?
Basically, we had a show. In Georgia Southern, and got stopped. Everything was all good, but it just got bigger than what it seemed because of who we are. I had to stay in there because I wasn't. The DA wasn't giving me no bond because of my history on my record. So they was denying my bond every time.
Okay, so because the other two members got out, and you actually had to end up staying.
Yeah.
And that was just because your bond was denied.
Yeah, my bond was denied. I think it was some other thing behind the scene, but you know, it's all good. But yeah, my bond was denied. They wouldn't give me no bond. 8 months.
And what city was that in?
Statesboro, Georgia.
I saw a picture of y'all like right when you got locked up, and you guys were wearing like these black and white striped jail suits, right?
Yeah.
I didn't even know that type of shit existed, man. Like that looked like some shit from like the 1940s or something.
Man, that's how it is down there. That Statesboro, that's the country. That's 4 hours away from Atlanta. Small little country town. Yeah, man, they ain't playing fair down there.
Okay. I mean, being that it was a small town like that in the South, were you worried, you know, in terms of the cops and racism and everything else like that?
Man, honestly, nah, we just were going to do a show. You know, when you doing the right thing, you don't think about stuff like that. We weren't trying to go do nothing to nobody. Now we were doing a show that they paid us for. We had a contract from the school.
Okay. So you guys get locked up, your bond gets denied, and you get sentenced to 8 months?
No, I had gotten a little situation while I was incarcerated, a little physical situation where I had to plea out. See, I got out. I ain't get no. My sentence was they gave me time serving probation for altercation I got into. I got an altercation from somebody stealing out my stuff. Mm-hmm. So I got an altercation. They charged me with a riot in the penal facility charge. So with me pleading out to that, all the other charges against me, they got dropped.
So how much total time did you have to serve, you know, this last time?
8 months.
8 months. So this time around you locked up and everybody knows who you are. Like you ain't gotta, you know, pretend like you in the Migos because everybody already knows who you are. How are you being treated in prison this time around?
I mean, I was in regular population. You know, you gotta deal with folk because I had to deal with people because I had to realize who I was. So like when people be coming in jail, I wouldn't come to jail being happy, but I guess me being in there, they want to see people want to come to the dorm. They want to, what's up? And they'll tell me they mess with my music, and I might be mad one day, but I just dealt with it though. Everything was all good.
Okay, so they actually separated you away from the general population?
No, I was in general population.
Oh, you were?
Yeah.
Okay, but I thought most times when a celebrity gets locked up, you know, like a Lil Wayne, when he got locked up, they put him in protective custody. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you know, they weren't going to take any risks. I mean, you guys are pretty famous at this point. Like, why would they put you in general population and potentially risk someone just trying to hate?
I don't know. I was in regular population. I don't know. I was straight though. Everything was all good. I'm regular just like everybody else. And now I ain't no celebrity.
So we had reported a story at one point that you were being charged with starting a riot, something like that?
Yeah, riot, yeah. Gave me a riot.
I mean, from your point of view, what really happened?
None. Little to none. I just got in a little altercation. And I guess that other case was so weak, they wanted to put something on me. And so they charged me with a riot in the penal facility.
So it was really just a regular fight?
It's a little physical altercation. Couldn't see nothing, nobody hurt like that, nothing. Just a physical altercation. I just charged me with it, like, and that charge hold up to 20 years for that little 11-second situation.
Right, I mean, because when we posted it, and you say riot, you think of something out of like American Me, where it's like motherfuckers getting thrown off of the top, you know, barriers, and police getting stabbed, and you know,
fire,
the riot gear coming in, everyone getting shot. Like that's what I was thinking.
Nah, man, I feel like they were just out to get me somehow, some way. They ain't had none on the first one, so they had to just do some way.
I mean, at that point, were they trying to just put a whole bunch of time on you?
Man, I don't know what they were doing. I think they were just trying to keep me in there because they felt like if I stayed in here and they had everybody else cooperate or whatever, I don't know what they was up to. I don't know what the point of it was. They were just on some. They wasn't playing it fair, man. That was a country town. They doing it how they want to do.
Okay, so ultimately you pleaded out and they get, you know, you got out.
Yeah, and I got probation, 5 years on probation.
Okay, so now you got to roll extra careful.
Yeah.
I mean, you know, getting out, you know, going through 8 months and then getting out and being on 5 years probation, did you really, you know, say, okay, like I got to change X, Y, and Z about my life in order, you know, for me to not go back in jail again? Because any little, you know, probation violation, they're going to send you back.
Yeah, I just got to move right, keep God first, and just move right, man. I know what I need to do as a man, and I shouldn't be around. That ain't nothing. I just did probation. I had just got off that probation from the last time I was locked up in January before I got locked up in April, and I did 2 years of that, and I got off without no trouble. I could do it. It just, you know, I just had to sit down. It was something God wanted to talk to me about, I guess. I had to sit down and figure and look at things different. What I could lose, my consequences could be different from everybody because to each his own.
Yeah. I mean, do you feel that in the past you've had an anger problem?
Nah, man, I'm cool.
You cool?
Yeah, I'm cool.
We had a video once of a concert where you kind of like sort of Superman into the crowd. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, about like 2 years ago.
Something like that.
Yeah.
Something like that. I mean, was that type of shit kind of happening to you all the time back then?
Nah, that was just a misunderstanding, man. You know, that was a bad choice on my behalf. You know what I'm saying? It was just in the moment, in the spur of the moment thing, you know. But that's old. I ain't did it since. Nah, that ain't a part of my everyday or nothing I got going on. It was just a misunderstanding. I could have handled it a better way.
The more popular you guys become and the more money you guys make, I mean, you have this thing that happens where you got more to lose and other motherfuckers got more to gain by trying to test you.
Right. That's why I just got to stay out the way, try to prevent myself from being in any situation like that. Move like the president